Alright guys, thanks for watching, and in this video I'm going to go over some updates and answer some of the questions that a lot of you guys have been asking. And you know, instead of you guys typing in the comments, I'm just going to go over some things, and so here we go. So first of all, one of the most common questions I get is about this device right here. This is a quick jack. So if you guys are wondering what this is called, this is the BL5000 SLX. So this is what I use. It's absolutely wonderful, works perfectly with the WRX and has no problem lifting it. There are different versions of the quick jack. Keep in mind this is not sponsored by Quick Jack at all. Just go onto the website, Google Quick Jack, and you can see all the different versions that they have. So this is lifted by these blocks right here, and this is just a general block. Here's a smaller block, and this block right here you can use for the pinch weld. Let me just show you the power unit. This right here is what powers the unit, so this plugs into the wall. They also do have another version where you can use an external battery pack, say if you want to take it out to the track. So I also have the battery version right here up top, but yeah, you just pretty much hook up your external battery pack, which I have right here, and it will power up your quick jacks. As for these quick jacks, I think this is an excellent investment if you don't have room for an actual lift. These quick jacks will save you a lot of time, and to be honest with you, these are not cheap. They come around starting at $1,000. So yeah, think about that. If $1,000 is worth it to you, then I say it's a worthy investment. Another common question I get is about flex fuel or E85. As you can see, I have 6 jugs right here. 2 of them are empty. The red ones are Casey's, the blue one are mine. 4 of these are filled up all the way with E85. To be honest with you, I haven't been running E85 or a lot of E85 in my car lately, only because my local gas station, which is 50 miles away, is currently out of E85. There's an outage, something wrong with their gas pump. So I've been saving the E85 and putting fuel stabilizer in each jug just to preserve some of the life of the E85. The reason is there is another gas station here locally with E85 that's about 75 miles away, and they're charging almost $4 a gallon for E85, and that is very expensive. I know some of you guys are paying under $2, but you know, this is Washington. It's kind of expensive here, to be honest with you. So a flex fuel kit is one of those mods that I recommend highly. It has been said that a flex fuel kit alone will make more power than bolt-ons on pump gas. And a couple months ago I told you I had condensation in this headlight. That still happens, but recently I have noticed my other headlight has been developing condensation as well. So I have a claim in for the driver's side headlight, but right now I'm just waiting to submit a claim for the passenger side headlight. Once I can get the car out, get some good pictures of it, then I'll probably submit a claim for this one. It's been less than a year, but I want to get that taken care of because I really do love these headlights, and I do not want them filled with water or condensation because it really looks nasty. As for the hood, absolutely love it. No issues with the carbon fiber hood whatsoever. Probably one of my favorite hoods so far for the WRX, not only for the durability but also for the price. One thing I did was take off the rain guards, as you can see, because those are removable. One of the things I like about this hood, this so far cleaned it up, and yeah, it lines up with the oil cooler, which we'll talk about in just a second. As far as the oil cooler and the oil cooler mount, so far no issues on that. Temperatures have been staying right where it's supposed to be. Once I get up to highway temperatures, the oil temperature stays between 180 and 190, and it's been cold here lately, so you guys know if you guys have a WRX, usually the temperatures will stay around 200 or around 200 and 210. So this has been keeping it down about 10 to 20 degrees cooler with the oil cooler. So far I'm happy as far as the mounting and the oil cooler itself. A couple questions about this battery box. So far I haven't had issues with starting the car with the small battery, which is the PC680. The mount is from the Melee design firm. Absolutely love the small battery mount, but no issue starting it in cold weather. I think the coldest I've started it was with ambient temperatures at around 36 degrees, and it started the car up just fine. I think I need new hardware. This is starting to rust out, but that's easily replaceable. So one of the things that I highly recommend for any WRX is an air oil separator, whether it's a Perrin one or any of the other air oil separators that are out there, maybe even catch cans. I highly recommend this. And if you guys are wondering, yes, I did clean out the engine bay. All I did was pressure wash the engine bay itself and dress it up with Carpro Pearl, the same dressing that I use to dress my tires, and everything looks nice, I guess. Looks nice and clean. Absolutely love Carpro Pearl. Link in the description below if you're interested in that stuff. I think I diluted the Carpro Pearl 2-to-1, so 2 parts water, 1 part. I think that's how it works, but yeah, diluted Carpro Pearl 2-to-1, and this is the finish it came out with. Not too shiny and not too dull, so absolutely love it. Some of you were asking if I was going to upgrade to the BRZ manifold with the new adapter kit that's out there. To be honest with you, I really wish I could. The only issue that I'm going to have is custom making the intercooler piping, which I don't know how to weld. That's the only thing that's stopping me from getting the BRZ intake manifold. Once the time comes, I will reconsider it in the future. And once I find someone who can weld me some new piping, that might be in the future. Stay tuned for that. As far as visual mods, there is a visual mod that's been on my priority list. I kind of separate visual mods and performance mods, but I'm thinking about getting a new front end, and that front end, I'm really undecided whether it's the 18 up front bumper or an aftermarket front bumper. I am still undecided, but obviously I really like the 18 front bumpers a lot better than these ones. This front lip I get a lot of questions about. This is from Saibon. This is Saibon MB3 front lip, but there are a lot of scratches. It's pretty much beat up. I've driven the car with that lip on everywhere. I think it's got well over 30, maybe even 40,000 miles on it, but there are a lot of scratches on it, some scrapes at the bottom, but yeah, I still absolutely love that lip. As you can see here, I have the APR Performance GTC 300. This also has been driven everywhere, and this is also starting to show its age. I know some people out there have posted issues with the APR wing, mainly with the clear coat or clear gel, whatever they put on here, starting to peel off, and for some reason I'm starting to have rock chips here and there. I don't know if you can see that in camera very well, but yeah, for some reason this gets hit with rock chips a lot. Starting to get some, I don't know what you call this, I think the clear coat's coming off right here, right there. You can't really tell unless you're looking at it, but it's really noticeable right here on the back. I don't know if I can get that in focus. That is something I do not like. Maybe switch it up, maybe put the stock STI wing back on, but I know that's going to piss a lot of people off. But one of the things I'm really considering is the duckbill trunk. Really love that trunk, and love the way the car looks wingless. Another question I get is, how do I mount my license plate without the OEM crash beam? As you guys know, some of the aftermarket license plate relocator kits out there uses a stock crash beam to screw into. Well, since I have an aftermarket front mount intercooler, I don't have the stock crash beam anymore. So this Biparent Performance actually mounts to your front bumper itself, does no longer mounts to the front crash beam. So, and that's directly on their website. It's really inexpensive. So if you have a front mount intercooler and you want to avoid attention from the cops, you want to mount your front plate, it's on Parent Performance's website. I'll link it in the description below. So as far as tires go, as you can see here, these are my RE71R tires. Absolutely love these tires for autocross. Yes, some of you guys have noticed that I did road trip these tires all the way down to Southern California, which is like 1,500 miles each way, and these absolutely performed well. And I think I kind of wore them out just a little too much when I was down there because I was too lazy to switch them out. But there's still about 430 seconds of tread left still on these tires, so they're still usable. These are absolutely great in dry weather, but in wet weather they get a little twitchy and they absolutely suck. I do not recommend these tires in weather under 40 degrees because they're absolutely horrible in cold weather. But if you're a tire guy, you already know that. So what tire am I running right now? This is the Michelin PS4S. Absolutely love these tires. I think this is one of the best all-around street tires that you can get for the money, although they're not the cheapest. But as far as when it comes to ride quality, noise, wet weather handling, and dry weather overall grip, I think they're an absolute bargain. Like I said, one of the best tires I've ever had. I've had about 2 or 3 sets of Super Sports. As you can see, the RE71R is just a whole plethora of tires that I've tried. Some have also asked about the camera gear that I use on the channel. I think that's going to be a separate video because I still have to find all my camera gear, and I'd like to show you each and every single piece of equipment that I use to film my videos for the channel. As far as the Miata goes, the Miata is still here. So I've been driving it around. This is actually my son's car. He will be driving this around when he gets his driver's license in the near future. And the camera's probably way too bright for you right now. Let me turn that down. But yeah, so far so good. No issues with the Miata whatsoever. It's running like a champ. Drives just fine. Really nothing else to report on the Miata, other than it's a very fun car to drive under 60 miles an hour. Hopefully when the weather gets warmer, I can drive with the top down, because I absolutely love driving with the top down. I've never really had a convertible car before, but this one I get the whole convertible thing. With all that said, I appreciate you guys watching and supporting small channels like mine, keeping the passion alive. I have a lot more videos to film and edit for you guys. I just haven't had the time because of work. Work's been hectic. You know, all that typical YouTube, work-related stuff that you guys don't want to hear. But anyways, to keep up with the channel, subscribe down below, and we will talk to you guys later. Peace out, guys.